Hi, this is Kayla with Our Country Chronicles, and today we're going to be making blueberry jam. I've already got some of the ingredients measured out. We got 5 cups of frozen blueberries, 2.5 cups of sugar. We'll be using 2 to 3 teaspoons of lemon juice and some pectin. I've already started my pan heating up, so let's go ahead and add these blueberries. So we're going to cook these blueberries down for a little bit. It's going to be about 20-25 minutes until the blueberries start bursting. That's a good indication that the blueberries are almost done. We're going to take the immersion blender to them to make it more of a smoother jam instead of a chunky jam. So I'm just going to stay here, continue to stir my blueberries until that occurs. Okay, so I put the blueberries in the bowl so I could immersion blend them. And be careful, guys, because this is very hot. Alright. Now we're going to put it back in the pot. Okay, so once the blueberries are added back to the pot, we're going to go ahead and add our sugar in. Again, it's 2.5 cups of sugar. Along with 2 to 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. I'm also going to add in 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of pectin. Just to make sure it sets up properly. So as we're waiting for this to come up to temperature, I've went ahead and I've started to heat my can jars up as well. You always want to remember, if it's hot liquid, you want hot jars. So I got 4 in there. I don't know if I'll use necessarily 4, but it's better to prepare than to be short. In addition to heating up the can jars, I'm going to go ahead and put my rings and lids in some hot water to soften them up so they have the better opportunity to seal. And also, our jam is at 217 degrees right now, so it is almost there.
This would be a great point to say that I'm trying to get the jam up to 220 degrees so it can properly set. I know I do apologize, I did not discuss this when filming this.
Alright, so I went ahead and I got this little gadget. It's just to get your cans out of the hot water, along with the little stick that has a magnet on the end so you can get your lids out of the water. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our jars out. Alright, the jam is done. The lids are also done. let's go ahead and dip our jam into our hot prepared jars. Alright, now I may not need all of these jars, but again, it's better to over prepare than not be prepared at all. Alright, so it looks like I got one and about 3/4 of another pint out of that recipe. I will can one. I will can this one and just leave this one out for my family to consume. Now you want to take a little vinegar and clean your rim to ensure that it's all clean and that it will properly seal. Alright, now let's go ahead and put our lids on. And you only want to put them on there fingertip tight. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our jar of jam down in the hot water. And we'll go ahead and put that one in there as well. Alright, so we're going to water bath these for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your altitude. I'm going to go ahead and cover mine. And we'll be back in the flash. Alright, we are back. It's been 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and get our cans out. Now we are going to want these to completely cool. They should start popping. Whenever you hear the pop, you know they sealed. Hi, we're back. The jam has all sealed. It's cooled off. It's a little warm, but we're still going to try it. There we go. That is delicious. I do want to thank you for joining me for this edition of Sunday Kitchen. Until next time, guys. Bye.